Hello, welcome. I hope the audio works. This was attempt number, it's attempt number 2. So today I'll show you how to make a simple, how to make simple climbing in Unreal Engine 4 points. It's 4.23, I think. I mean, the specifics shouldn't matter too much. We should have the same thing, so you should be fine. So, yep, it'll just be like that. Simple and efficient. So let's see how we did that, huh? Let's go here. Okay, so let's start with the first part. You saw those collision capsules there, I believe. I hope you fucking did. Anyway, so the first part, there are two parts actually. So the first part there is this big one, and the second part there is the small one. I'll explain why we have that in a minute as we're going through. So the first part there, in order to make the first part, we just have the actor location mixed in with the forward vector. We have the forward vector there because you don't want it to directly collide with your capsule once it would be a bit in front of you, if that makes sense. And if you wanted to have it like this, then all you need to do is just get actor location and just split struct pin. And the make vector, you literally just simple, right? Oh no, there's that break vector. How do you do that? That's also simple, just break vector. Again, pretty simple. So this will be for the first one there. And for the second one there, you're going to want to get this beginning ones there. You see that one there? This one's start one. And we're just going to want to add 50 to it. For this will be for the second one. We're just going to add 50 to its start. And subtract 20 from the Z for the end. By the way, don't forget to give each of these a radius of 30. And I made a variable at the variables tabs, as you can see here. Actually, I made two, but I'll just get to those again in a minute. I made those. I made this one called CanClimb. And basically, now I have to explain to you why I have the second one there. So the second one will basically check if the object is way too tall. If that one is not colliding with anything, but the first one is, then that means the object that is in front of you isn't too big. The player should be able to climb it anyways. So then, therefore we're not going to want a not, so if it's not returning anything, and the first one, we'll just drag it so that it is. So if both of these conditions are true, then we're going to set CanClimb to true. And if neither of these are true, then CanClimb should be false. And we're going to want to put climbing to event tick. So the second part, where you move, you're going to want to make an arrow component. So you just type an arrow, and you should be able to get it. Click that. And you're going to want it so that it's under capsule components. And obviously, again, you can just play around with its values and all that, so that should be fine. So depending on how far you want the player to go, I have mine at 50 and 120, so you can just play around with that. So when we climb, you're going to want to stop the player movements so that the player can't go right, left, or whatever. And I made this other variable called isClimbing. We don't necessarily need it for this tutorial to work, but in case if you want to make like animations or whatever, then it should work. So then the capsule component here, we're gonna have this move component too. So we're gonna move our capsule components to where our arrow components are, our climb move to, that's what I called it. Or you could change the name there. Climb move to component. We're gonna want to move it towards its location. And then once you move, then we're going to set isClimbing to false. Again, the isClimbing isn't necessarily important for this tutorial, but if you want to make animations later on, then you can use that. So, and now for the input action jump, if we can climb, then we're just going to call our climb event. Alright, by the way, if you ever want to make these, it's just add custom events, and then you just title it, and easy. All right, let's just erase that. Okay, so now got it to work, right? Like that. It's pretty simple, but let's just go one step further. And let's say that you want to climb only on specific objects. Or hell, you can even use this for vaulting if you fucking want to. So let's for this one, you're just going to want to go to project settings. And click on collision. So now we're just going to make a new trace channel. And we're going to want to call it climbable. Is that how you spell it? Yeah, fuck it. And you should just click on ignore. Except this is where I fucked up last time. It was so dumb. Anyway, so now you shouldn't be able to climb these. Oh wait, that's right. I'm retarded. Just go there, climbable, click compile, because why not? So now you should be able to climb these. Yeah, you should be able to climb these, and you should just be able to go to custom there. So normally it's just at default or whatever, you just click on custom, and then you just make climbable to block. So let's do the same there, climbable to block. So you can climb that. Also, you saw that, right? That you can just fix that by just changing its values here and there. So yeah, you can just tinker. If it's not working right, you can just tinker the move components, the arrow components value, so that it works to your liking. Alright, and you should also be able to climb this. Yeah. Actually, let's change this to ignore again, so you can see it not working. You can climb it. You can't climb it. Alright, well, that is it for this tutorial. I don't think I'll be making any more of these. And yeah, have a good one, I guess, and stay safe. Bye.